you? I know you all are in pink of health, and definitely you all are enjoying your session leave, vacation, right? So I am sure in the vacation you all are reading storybooks, listening stories, right? Very good. You all deserve a thumbs up. Now, my dear kids, I am here with few exciting stories that is based on courage. Okay, now as you all have noticed that in my previous videos I had explained stories on moral values, ethical values, bedtime story, right, and stories on friendship also, right kids? So now in today's video I am going to explain and narrate few stories on courage. Courage, yes, I know you all know what is the meaning of courage, right? Himmat, right? Okay, so let's start. Now, what is courage? Many of us would answer fearless, right? But my dear kids, the answer would be ability to take action even if you have fear. So it's the ability to take action even if you have fear. So we all need the courage to start things we pursue. We all have to be courageous, okay? At the start, if we think about the result, we will go into the fear zone. So don't think what is going to be the outcome, what is going to be the result. Just go for it, just pursue it. But courage helps us overcome fear and makes us attempt things we were scared of before. So it helps us to overcome our fear, and it also gives us attempts to do things which we were very scared, right? Being courageous in our life gives us the power to chase our dreams and increase our belief in our abilities despite being surrounded by fear. Okay, so in today's video I am going to narrate inspiring short stories, and it's going to be on courage to become fearless in life. So my dear kids, you all should be fearless, huh? I know you, some of my kids, they are planning to go for Indian Army, right? And yes, they will become pilots. So a pilot should overcome his fear, right? They should be courageous. So let's start. Get out of the crowd and reach new heights. Okay, this is a story that will be based on courage, and this is going to be the first story, my kids. Okay, John and his friends used to go to mountain climbing once every year. This time they have decided to climb mountains in the Swiss Alps. Okay, they decided to climb the mountain in the Swiss Alps. They reached the famous mountain spot in the Swiss Alps and were surprised to see many people climbing the mountains. So they were so surprised to see that there were so many people climbing the mountains. So John and his friend started wearing all the mountain climbing gear and started climbing. In no time, they reached the top of the hill. After reaching there, friends decided to camp there. Then John saw another mountain where only a handful of people were trying to climb. They were trying to climb it. He told his friends, "Let us go and climb that mountain also. It will be fun and challenging instead of camping here." So, what happened, huh? It would be fun and challenging for them. A friend replied, "No way, I have heard people talking about that mountain. It seems the path is difficult to climb and only a few people can able to climb. They are able to climb, right? So people nearby hearing the conversation made fun of John and said if it was easy to climb, why we were sitting idle here. Hearing them, John took that as a challenge and went alone towards climbing the peak. 2 hours. Oh my god! He was so he he was so enthusiastic. Right. Yes. So what happened? 2 hours later he decided he reached the top of the hill. So people who were already there welcomed John with a round of applause. Right. John was happy having climbed the peak. He could see the beautiful views of nature from the top. He started a conversation with people and asked them, while climbing this peak, I felt it was not so difficult. Then why only a handful of people here? If people could climb the below peak, they can climb here also if they put in the same effort. So what happened? It was very difficult to climb the peak, right? It was very, since it was at a highest level. People already gave up the idea that no one should go to the top. So hearing the conversation, John thought that why not take this as a challenge, right? So he thought if it was very easy to climb, why we were sitting idle here, right? So he took a challenge and he decided to climb towards the peak, and he did it, right? So my dear kids, take challenges in your life. A veteran climber replied, most people in the crowd right there are happy with what they find easy. They never think that they have the potential to achieve more. Even people who are not happy, they do not want to take any risk. They think if we take risks, they will lose what they already have. But to reach a new peak, we need to put in our effort, right? So many of them do not show any courage and they remain part of the crowd the whole life and keep complaining about the handful of courageous people and call them lucky, huh? So they just sit and what? They complain. And they complain about people who took the guts and the challenge to prove themselves, right? So hearing this, John thanked the veteran for explaining the importance of courage in our life. So he thanked, right? Right. So what is the moral of the story? In our life, many of us stay in our comfort zone, but to achieve something big, we need effort and courage. We shouldn't never stop, right? Have the courage to push ourselves out of the crowd. Focus on moving to the handful of people whom the people call courageous people. So, stand away from the crowd. Don't get mixed in the crowd, right? Have a high aim, high goal in your life and definitely work very hard to achieve it. Right, my dear kids? So, how did you like this particular story? Do post your comments. Now let's go to the next story, which is again based on courage, and it is Father to the Rescue. What happened? One late evening, Azhar was getting ready for the jog in the park. He asked his wife, "Where is our daughter?" She replied, "She went to meet her friend." Azhar, "Okay, call her to come home early. I am going jogging now." He started jogging in the park. Suddenly he heard some screaming from the bushes. He stopped and listened to the screaming. It was the voice of a girl. Then he heard the voice of a man. It looks like the girl is in danger. He continuously heard the sounds of fighting and muttering. Azhar was hesitant to get involved and worried about his safety. He was thinking about calling the police. He was thinking about his safety. He could feel the voice going down. He realized that he should act quickly to save the girl. Azhar took courage and started. He was feeling very courageous and started running towards the bushes. As he was running, he could feel some transformation on his body. He jumped over the bushes and pulled the man off from the girl. He started punching the face of the attacker. The man was not able to bear the punches of Azhar. He pushed Azhar onto the ground and ran away. Immediately, Azhar stood up and went near the girl hiding behind the bushes. Since it was late in the evening, he could not see the face of the girl. He can hear only the shivering of the girl. Right, he couldn't see the face. He said, "Do not worry." The man had run away. "You are safe to come out now." Then she immediately came out running towards him and started crying, "Dad!" She was the daughter of Azhar. Right, she was the daughter of Azhar. So, moral of the story is, my dear kids, there will be difficult situations, right, where we need action to manage them. If we do not show any courage, the consequences will be painful. So, have the courage to fight whatever the situation be like. So, Azhar was quite courageous. He took action immediately. He fought the attacker. And see what happened? The girl turned out to be his daughter. So, what is the moral? We have to tackle all our difficult situations. We need to fight. We need to take actions and manage them. Okay, my dear kids. So, I think these particular stories were quite courageous for you to understand. Okay, so be courageous. Okay, thank you so much. Till then, this is a storytelling narrator Payal here signing off. Bye bye.